Gotta remember when Robin Williams was Popeye?
You know what? I'm fortunate enough to have never seen that.
Oh, you're missing out.
Am I? I don't think I am.
That movie was obviously fueled by a mountain of cocaine.
Start streaming. Live tab will be removed. Which why? Why? Why?
Why? Why? Because I rap about reality. Like me and my nana having a cup of tea.
Add
Cause
graphics
ain't
to
no
your
party
live
like me.
video. No, thank you.
Ooh.
Could already do that.
Graphics. Cause ain't no party like my nana's tea party. Hi. Oh.
Did it save? Is it? I don't know. See, you changed the live tab and not nothing confirms. Damn it. Oh, okay. Yeah, there you go. It says it up there now. It's just in a weird spot. What is up, guys? Mailman here, along with Harrison Ford. This is Super Sweet 16 of the Crunchcast. Sweet 16. You ever watch that show?
No, I'm not. I don't have cable or anything. So I don't actually know
I
what's
don't.
on TV right now.
I don't. I don't know. I don't think it's on now. I think it's deleted.
Oh, okay.
When did I start watching it? Maybe around the end of high school, and then in college we had cable in the rooms. So that's when I would watch it, and just all these awful, awful 16-year-olds whose family just have so much money they don't know what to do with, and it'd be like, I want this as my gift, and if you don't give me this as the gift, I hate you. You've ruined my life, person who made me and provided for me.
Well, you know what they say. Go fuck yourself, kid.
Exactly. But the thing is, it would always be the surprise, like, surprise, we got you the one thing you demanded, actually. Fuck you for fucking spoiling this little brat.
Yeah. I gotta say, young people, as a young person, we're fucking terrible, but we're not as bad as old people. Old people are pretty fucking bad, man.
Oh, I've lived a life. I deserve all the respect all the time. Like, yeah, if you still need to earn it, I don't know you.
Yeah, exactly. Well, here's the thing that they hold on. There we go. Here's the thing they always say. It's like,
Drug
for
delivery.
some people, respect is treating them like an authority, and for
Uh,
other people, it's like being treated like just a person. So when they say, "Hey, I won't respect you if you don't respect me," what old people mean when they say that is, if you don't treat me like an authority, I won't treat you like a person.
right.
Um, so
I had
I
a
don't know, man.
customer who was elderly, and I was nice to her.
Mm,
And at one point, her door handle was real shitty,
mm.
and I made sure I knew how to open it so that I wouldn't rip it off. And then I guess at some point she realized, oh, I can get somebody to do this and fix it for me and pay for it, and I'm gonna blame the young mailman because the other mailman I had was old. I'm not gonna play this shit with him. And I made sure that shit was fine every day. And as I walked away from it, I saw her coming down the block. Okay, whatever. And then the next day she comes up to me, "You broke my door handle." Like, you mean the slightly detached door handle? No, it came off completely. Like, and I looked at it, lady, you ripped that off. I don't like. You might not have been strong enough to just rip it off with your hands, but you put all your weight into that.
Yeah.
You're gonna pay for it, and I'm not gonna pay for anything.
You want me to pay for your door? Call a cop.
Right? What the fuck do you think is gonna happen here? A lady. I know how to open a door. All right, don't think you just pull this shit off on me. You need to respect me. Like, you already are not respecting me by trying to blame me for something I didn't do.
Yeah.
I knew that door handle was not in the best condition, but I knew how to open it. Because really, only the bottom of it was detached, and the part that has the button on it, on the top, was fine. It was solid. So she went and took the whole fucking thing off. Like, even if the handle had broken, the top part would have been nice and strong still.
Yeah.
I never paid for that fucking door handle. And then I called my supervisor, like, this old fucking bitch who I've been nice to this entire time is now trying to blame me for breaking her door. And he's like, don't even deliver her mail. I'm like, all right. I told her, you're going to have to go pick up your mail. Because you're being too hostile for no reason and you're trying to blame me for something I didn't do. And that was right before I turned into a regular. But I had been on that route for months because it was vacant. And then about almost 2 years after that, I came back and got that route. And she didn't know who I was.
Oh, good.
Like, it's not like I drastically changed in look or anything, but she didn't know who I was, and she loved me all over again.
Until you broke her fucking door again.
Till this time, the last day I was on there. I was on that route for almost 2 years after that, and no problems.
Maybe she just wanted somebody to talk to.
Oh, fuck that. I'm not there to talk to you. I'm there to deliver your shit and get on with my fucking job. Keep going. Like, I'm fine being nice to you and saying, hi, how are you? But anything beyond that, I don't have time for it. Even if I do have time for it, I don't want to do it. Like, I don't need to be your friend. I just need to be friendly. That's it.
Yeah. Friendly reminder that cops aren't your friend.
Exactly. There's and the worst is when there's people, old people, because they always want to talk, and you're in an apartment building and you have to stand there with the boxes and just go apartment to apartment. Like, I don't even like it when you're standing there. Why are you standing there? Just come back down, in a couple minutes when I'm done. Like, you don't need to watch me. Because then they don't even say, oh, wait, that's mine. Can you hand that to me? They just watch you the entire time. And one of my coworkers had told me, yeah, this old lady would keep coming down all the time. And one day, I didn't even hear her. And he swung the door open.
Jeez.
And he hit her in the face. This little old lady, he's like, what the fuck was that? And he looks and she's fucking like, oh shit.
I know I shouldn't laugh, but I'm gonna go ahead and laugh.
Oh fuck that. He was old too, so he didn't give a fuck.
Old people.
Like, you talk to an old mailman, they don't give a fuck about anything, man. And people don't tell them shit.
Yeah. Because they old.
They're like, they're just all hunched over and fucked up. Right, let's see, what do I have? I do have 2 food stories that aren't
All
mine.
right.
They're part of the articles.
Okay.
I'm gonna start out with the harder one. The easy one. It's just a funny one, so I'm gonna save that for last, and I'm gonna start with the difficult one right now.
Okay.
And it's about a man who killed another man by beating him with a frying pan.
Frying pans. Who knew?
So, I read through this a couple times, and I just could not find. And I even clicked through like the ones they link to, like the more local versions, and it doesn't say the age of the victim, but the murderer is 25 years old.
Did it say the age of the frying pan?
They said it was brand new,
Okay.
just gotten it, and he was currently no, he wasn't currently cooking it. Who knows if it was a nice one or a shitty one. They didn't even show a picture of the murder weapon. It's just a frying pan.
Yeah, just Google if you want to know what the murder weapon was. Google frying pan.
And so they had previously argued, and I guess homeboy here, Cameron Walker, is the bad guy here.
I
But
don't know. Is he really the bad guy? He killed the guy with a frying pan. More like badass guy.
they said that he's been found to have been a schizophrenic,
Oh.
and so the victim Walker, probably or no Wilbur, probably didn't even know this and just said he's probably being rude or whatever for no reason, not knowing that he was sick. And they asked Cameron like why he had beaten him up, and he admitted to beating Wilbur until his soul left his body,
Damn.
which is it's a really weird thing to say. And just from hearing that,
That boy ain't well.
yeah, that kind of gives that away right there. The weird thing is the mother of the victim, she hadn't found out about his death until she read about it in an article.
Oh, jeez.
So, what the hell's going on there, Popo? Yeah, we're not gonna contact next of kin or anything like that. And then she has to go and read about her son being beat to
In the
death.
news.
Jesus. They gave him a sentence of 22 years.
Why don't they give him mental health care, which he obviously desperately needs?
Yeah, there's no mention of that. He did cop to a plea deal, but I guess
Wait,
just
is the
by
perpetrator schizophrenic or the victim?
the perpetrator.
Okay.
I guess maybe just by saying he's guilty and all right, you're gonna get a few less years or whatever. But and he had a clean record. It says
Yes, in this case, Renee, I agree. Justice has been served. That's
because
the right
what's
thing
gonna
to
happen when
do.
he gets out in 22 years and he still hasn't
What's
been
going to
caught yet?
happen as a schizophrenic trapped in jail with a
Yeah,
bunch of other people who are unwell? Like, that's going to go great for him.
yeah, because we all
I mean, he
know
killed someone, but also, like, not a well man.
22 years in prison, not in a mental institution, any kind of therapy. Like, there's no requirement of therapy. That's a really
Shameful. Shameful
shitty,
is what it is.
shitty sentence. It's a bad judge.
Yeah,
Bad
and
judge.
I feel for the victims. Obviously, somebody died in this scenario. That's never good. That's not a good thing to kill somebody. But like, if he's got a condition, typically, if you're schizophrenic, if you're having an episode, you don't know the difference between reality and the reality that your brain is telling you is
Mhm.
happening. So how scary is that?
Like, I'm not gonna say there shouldn't be any kind of consequence, but the consequence here is like we're not gonna treat you. We're just
Fuck
gonna
you. You're
punish you.
going to jail, asshole.
It's not a like because being in a mental institution is not like it's not a punishment. It's
Yeah.
still horrifying because if they don't do any kind of checks, they could be treating the patients like shit.
which they typically do unless it's an upscale one for rich people.
Hmm.
A cop can send you to
Because,
jail if he doesn't like you, but you can't get sent to prison unless they can prove you're poor.
and if you're money and you're in prison, you have money in your prison, then you get your special dinner that you
Fuck
have to have because
yeah.
of your restrictions. Because Mammy, we have
Uh,
money. We have money, son. We got the
it,
best lawyers.
it reminds me of. Have you seen the Cannonball Run 2?
No,
I think it's Cannonball Run 2. Does that have Sammy Davis Jr. in it? Cannonball Run 2? Am I
that's
thinking of the right movie?
that's the road movie, right?
Yeah.
Is it not just the first one? Like, isn't only the first one that has all the stars in it?
It is. It's the original one. My one of the best line from that movie is when they say to Davis, "Your money or the money or your life," and he says, "I'll take the money.
I'll take the money, man.
I'll take the money." God, Cannonball Run's so good.
I, I, will they ever make a false eye that looks good?
No, never.
The human eye is just it's such a it has to be real or you can tell.
Yeah, yeah.
Or if they make them really realistic and they're fake, and then it's just awkward.
It's just uncanny. It's that uncanny valley. It's like how
Yeah,
close to reality can you get?
like I don't understand why my kids love what's that fucking movie with the train?
Polar Express
Polar Express.
with really weird CGI Tom Hanks.
Yeah.
That seems like that whole movie looks like a bunch of demons from hell. Like it's like this is wrong. This is all wrong.
It's the fucking eyes, man. And it's not like they gave him any kind of like, oh, this is our cartoon flavor of Tom Hanks. No, it's just Tom Hanks. And it's because we know how he looks, we know who he is, and then we're gonna cartoonify him,
Yeah,
but really realistically. And then other characters just look weird because everybody else looks realistic, and I wouldn't have the budget to make this kid look real. But we have the eyes. We had the eye technology. The do I have? We have a couple of video game related things, even though this one's kind of adjacent to video games. You know how Pokemon cards were all the rage?
I do recall when Pokemon cards were all the rage. Yes.
Well, they're all the rage again.
Nice. Why is that?
It started off with how the original run cards, if they're, I guess they can't really be unopened, otherwise you don't know what you have in the
Yeah.
original runs. But that is part of the allure, is you buy a crate, not a crate, but a big old box full of
Mhm.
them, and then you open them up and you never know what you're gonna get. It's like a box of chocolates, even
It's
though
like a shitty movie. Continue.
it's written on the box of chocolates what's in there.
Life is like a box of chocolates. I mean, he was a dipshit though. So
Yeah,
obviously,
he up here. He wasn't all there.
yeah, that boy ain't right. I believe is a
Yeah,
line from the movie.
there was no other descriptor for someone with any kind of mental challenge
Mental,
back then.
yeah, that boy ain't right.
It's just not right. They're a little weird, a little queer.
That boy's spine's as crooked as a politician. Okay, that movie's all right. It's fine. I don't think it's Oscar worthy, but it's okay.
I enjoyed it.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
I don't remember all the all the words to this part, but when he's saying, "Oh, that's Tex. He's from Cleveland," and then he goes through all the people's like names or nicknames, and then where they're not from. Because
Yeah.
why the fuck do they have that name? Why is he from Cleveland? And he's from Albany.
Yeah.
Oh, his name's Albany, but he's from Austin. Like the fuck is going on? People back then were known for good nicknames,
Yeah.
but most of them were probably racist. And then the good ones were good. They made sense. Like, there's fucking One Eyed Joe, and One Eyed Joe has one fucking eye. It's a little obvious, but
A little on the nose, yeah.
Noseless Jack, he's got no nose.
He smells terribly.
No, he both stinks and he can't smell.
Yeah, he smells terribly, as in he's terrible at smelling things because he ain't got no nose.
But his shower broke, so he can't bathe.
Yeah.
So the Pokemon cards, if in the original run boxes you get, something really rare, then you got a shit ton of money, especially now. Like back
Yeah.
then, you might have gotten a couple $100, and now it's like in the thousands. So
Tens
people are
of
now
thousands.
hoping with the new run, maybe down the line, whatever they get in the new run will be worth the same, the way the original runs are. And people have been fighting at stores, and Target decided we're going to take a fucking stand on this. So this past Friday, they're like, Pokemon, MLB, NHL, and NBA cards are no longer being sold in physical stores because people are at one point somebody pulled a gun on somebody else for like a baseball card or something.
For a Joe Jackson original.
Yeah, Shoeless Joe Jackson, who might have been shoeless. I don't know. I haven't gone back and confirmed that. That's probably one of those nicknames that for whatever reason they got.
Yeah, it's not even a thing. Yeah.
True. That's Shoeless Joe Jackson. He's from Cleveland. Okay,
wouldn't Lieutenant Dan be shoeless, Lieutenant Dan?
Not by choice.
Lieutenant Dan, you ain't got no legs.
No shit. So now you can still get the cards.
Yeah.
But you got to buy them online and have them shipped to you. But I remember back in the day, people just going nuts for Pokemon cards. I never saw anyone actually do battles with them. But it was just, hey, look at my Pokemon card collection.
Yeah, it was more a collector's thing than it was an actual game.
But they had that purpose, and I never saw anyone do it. I had some, but I had them just because other kids had them. I said, fuck it, let's go with the trend.
Yeah.
I was never really big in Pokemon. I like Digimon over Pokemon.
I was a Yu-Gi-Oh kid.
Him a little bit, yeah. I did like watching that. I never had those cards.
Yu-Gi-Oh and Magic the Gathering, those were the two when I was a kid.
The Magic stuff is too much for me.
It's a great way to lose friends too.
It is, isn't it lighter though than like a D&D?
Completely different. Complex. Well, I mean, they're two completely different things. It's more like Yu-Gi-Oh than it is like Dungeons and Dragons.
Because D&D is more like a RPG, like you're actually in the role.
Yeah, our D&D are just like, I am Duncan. I have a sword. I swing my sword, and then you roll some fucking dice. It's great.
I own a donut shop. Okay.
Duncan was actually the name of my first ever D&D character. That's how clever I am when I was thinking of names. It was Duncan, and he had a sword.
It's so boring.
Yeah. I think another character I had was Craig. Like I'm just fucking dynamite at naming fantasy characters.
Yeah, Craig from Quagga.
Oh yes, Stubnorts.
That's better. Taserface.
Taserface.
That's such a shit name.
Such a shit movie.
Is it? Which one's that?
Yeah.
That's the second one, right?
Yeah. Kurt Russell was good, but the rest of the movie was kind of bleh.
Yeah, I really like that first one. I was hoping that Groot would grow up throughout the films as they went on, but then they decided he's not going to.
Mm-mm. They can't sell as much merchandise if he grows up.
Yeah. Oh, it's too mean. It's just a giant mean tree.
Groot was actually originally in the original Guardians of the Galaxy comics a villain. And he was one of the first characters that Stan Lee created for Marvel.
He's a villain?
Originally, yeah.
I thought he was more like a Punisher type. Like
No,
he's
he was
an
just
asshole.
he was just a fucking tree. Bad guy tree.
Huh.
Yeah, fun stuff. Yeah, come at me, Marvel nerds. I'll slap the shit out of you.
I'm not like big on the comics. I just like the cartoons and the movies. So that's the only stuff I know.
See, I was never into the cartoons. I was just into the comics when I was younger.
Just like there's so many, and I can't.
And most of them suck. I was really into like the OG, the Mighty Thor. That was like my favorite comic book as a kid. That and Calvin and Hobbes, but like the Mighty Thor.
Very different flavors.
Calvin from Calvin and Hobbes would be like 40 now. Yeah, because in the original comics from 35 years ago, he was like 8. Yeah, so
I like Dilbert and Punisher Max.
I was also, because I was a really normal kid, I was super into the Doonesbury comics.
Okay.
Yeah. Really just trenchant liberal political commentary.
I hate
you. So much. So much.
But you at least grew to understand all that shit.
Yeah,
like these kids who have been trained to MAGA don't know what the fuck they're talking about.
Yeah.
Like, if you knew what you're talking about, even as a little kid, and you're MAGA, okay, but none of them do.
No. Or if you're like Ben Shapiro, you know you're wrong. You're just arguing in bad faith to make money because you're a piece of shit, garbage human being.
Hey, if I could, I would, but I don't.
Oh, listen, hey, conservative news outlets, Fox, if you're listening, I will sell out my political philosophy for $5 million. I'll be a talking head for you for millions of dollars. Fuck it, yeah, fine, sure.
Even if you don't have me study it and you don't give me interviews and I just read off a prompter, and you're like, fuck it, we're gonna have this guy read.
Or you know what, fucking Fox, hire me to be your token liberal.
There is Red Eye. They do Red Eye. They have anybody come on and do that. If you can try and get that.
Yeah, just fucking let me be goddamn. What was it, Chris Wallace? Is that the last guy? No, Shepard. Phil Shepard, I think his name was. Was there like token liberal? Am I thinking of the right person?
Chris Wallace sounds familiar, but I think that's NBC, isn't it?
Yeah.
So while you look that up, let's get into politics. No, I'm just kidding.
Politics corner.
I guess there might be a touch of politics here. The that Colonial Pipeline thing that had gotten hacked.
Hmm.
So this is just like our, power grid, which is so old and
Fucking garbage.
shitty. If someone hacked into it, whatever part of it is, computerized, it's probably just as shitty as the grid itself. It's probably running on like a
On
fucking
DOS.
IBM. Like, yeah, there's internet to it, but it's fucking dial up.
Hey, it's got a 56K modem, man.
Oh shit.
That thing fucking motors.
It's it's a fucking modem that is, hang on. It's probably like this fucking big. It's just a phone line into it. It's a switch dock. So the pipeline got hacked, and because people are stupid, and they heard the word shutdown and maybe shortage. Well, what did people go and do? What do you think people went and did?
Oh, I'm guessing they probably filled grocery bags with gasoline because they're fucking geniuses.
No way. People aren't
That
that
is
dumb,
literally
are they?
that is that would be so stupid. That is so fanciful. You live in such a dumb fake version of reality, Garrison, believing that people would go fill
Oh, panic
plastic
buying?
grocery bags with gasoline.
No way.
That would be
That
ridiculous.
that
That is
wouldn't break the
something
bag down or anything.
that wouldn't happen in real life. That's something you'd see on TV. You know what? I guess I just watch too much TV.
That's what people did. Here's my thank you, have a nice day bag. But pouring gas into them. They're not even double bagging it. At least double bag it. You're gonna do some stupid shit like that.
At least use a Ziploc because you can seal the top.
Yeah. No
I
matter how much you tie it, it's still gonna leak out the top when you fucking set it down and it flattens out.
I I used to consider myself a fairly intelligent person,
Uh-huh.
but I realized lately that I'm not. Just the general public
It's so stupid.
seemed to be so stupid that I felt smart in comparison. I was slightly on the right of that bell curve. Just barely, and I thought I was hot soup. But no, no, none of that. Not for you. No, I just
So there were governors and mayors in the east and southeast telling people, "Don't freak out, don't panic buy. This is all gonna be over soon." It was,
literally 2 days. It lasted two
yeah,
whole days.
about 2 days, and it was, yeah, it's back up. There might be a little bit of a shortage as we keep up again or try to make it back to where we were, and really there was only a shortage because people were going out with fucking drums
Yeah,
in the back of their trucks and filling them up. Like, why? And
it's
and,
that.
and it was clearly all Jethro's in the pictures that I was seeing, and Lady Jethro's. Like, how are you so fucking trash, and yet you have the money to pay for all this fucking gas?
Yeah, you can buy 500 gallons of gasoline all of a sudden. What the hell? That's like $1,700. What are you doing?
I don't want to pay for half of my tank, and that's like $45 right
God, you
now.
paid a lot for gas.
It's a 20-gallon tank,
Oh, no, never mind then. I drive a
and
hybrid.
the
It's
gas
a
is like,
10-gallon tank.
oh no, I can't do
Yeah,
that.
but I get 400 miles to the tank. So
I get, what did I get when I drove up to Wisconsin? 300 something on half a tank.
That's pretty damn good.
I was surprised. I was like, "Fuck, we're gonna run out." Like, or we're gonna be close to running out by the time we get there. And we got there, and it was all good. Just fill it up, fill it back up. I don't really like dipping below half a tank, even though I'm just
Yeah.
here at home. But
Yeah, I
that's how
fill
I
up
know.
once I hit half, I fill up and it's, 11, $12. It's fine.
I wish it was that light.
Oh, gas is super cheap in Tennessee.
Oh, here it's like
Even at the
$1.
height of the shortage, it was like 270.
Oh, that's nice. It's like 380 something right now. But I get mid grade,
Mm.
so it's
Yeah,
like
must.
20 cents more. But when I first got the truck and I was driving up north every day, 13 miles there, 13 miles back, it was like $5 a gallon. So if I made it through that, even if there was a shortage here, it would be like nothing. Like I wouldn't give a shit.
Yeah.
I did it before. But god damn, like how the fuck are you getting that much? Where'd you get the money all of a sudden, Jethro? I don't get it, man. Fucking rednecks just have money up the ass, but it's like, why are you still driving that rusty piece of shit?
Uh,
Just the redneck way.
yeah,
That would be their moment of that guy doing that. That's why we have money. I'm driving this rusted fucking
yeah.
Ford.
I don't have a $400 car lease payment every month. So
Clearly, for the past 30 years, I haven't paid shit. This money, this is all mine.
I'll take the money. Um, yeah, I'm actually I'm selling my car because I'm like, why do I have a nice car? I've got a Rav4 hybrid. I barely drive. I'm just gonna sell it and get a shitty truck because why not? Done with car payments. I'm just sitting.
The
Stupid waste
yeah,
of
you
money.
got to get rid of that Rav4 because the Rav4, there's a bunch of cars where I'd be like, when people are being real aggressive on the road,
Yeah.
I'd be like,
Oh, it's like
why are you
driving a
angry? Like,
Lexus.
what are you
Just
trying
an
to do?
asshole.
You're driving a Rav4, dickhead. I'm not fucking scared of you.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say that about anything. You could be driving a tank. Like, I'm not fucking scared of you, even though at that point you should be.
When I originally bought it, it's because I wanted something a little bigger because I'm a nervous driver because I've been in a couple of really bad wrecks. So I was like, I want something that I feel safe in. So typically, if it's a sedan, like I don't feel particularly safe just because I'm so low and the vehicle's so small. I get that it doesn't make sense that I feel that way. That's just how I feel. So I got a Rav4 because it's more like an SUV and it got really good mileage, and I had to drive to work every day. So
Didn't you have like a big fucking Cadillac?
yeah, it was like a tank. It was amazing.
Yeah, if you were already in a boat, that would have been. I think that would have been safer than a Rav4, but it was
Oh
older
yeah.
than a Rav4
Well,
at
it
the
was
time.
it was falling apart too. Like it was just
Yeah.
it was I didn't take good care of it, and neither did everyone else who owned it before me. So it's just kind of a shitty. It was shitty and falling apart and just leaking everything. Every kind of fluid was leaking. So it's like I got like $900 to scrap it for parts, and then I bought a new car.
It's not bad.
Yeah. I mean, I bought it for $5,000, so like
You
I'm
drove
not
it
too
how
torn
long?
up about it. Um, 4 years.
Good
Yeah.
usage.
I'm not mad at it.
I think. Don't quote me on this, but I think Cadillac's gonna stop making cars.
Really?
I know GM. Well, yeah, I guess GM as a whole wanted to stop doing that, and I don't know if they're gonna make any more. Well, you know what? They're going electric,
Hmm.
so they're probably gonna start doing that up again. But they kept saying that we're not gonna make any more cars, and maybe Ford was a little more true to their word about it,
Hmm.
because I don't think they make Tauruses anymore. Maybe Chevy stopped making Impala. Ford is no longer building the Taurus.
Huh. The CLI Taurus.
Any Taurus.
That was such a good joke, and you ended fucking
Oh, I get it now.
nothing.
I don't know their
Really.
designations, but yeah, I get it now. The clitoris.
The CLI Taurus.
I hate it when people pronounce it that way, but I think it's the correct way. Isn't it?
What is?
Clitoris? Or is it clitoris?
Clitoris. Clitoris? Cligoris. Cligoris? Either pronunciation is fine.
Like there's the way we would say vasectomy. But I heard a doctor who performs them say vasectomy.
Yeah, because it's your vas deferens.
Your vas deferens, yeah. I was
Yeah.
like, I know the doctor.
I know you're right.
But it just sounds weird to me.
Thanks, I hate it.
I know you went to school for years and years.
But you're wrong.
You're wrong. I know you're about to retire, so you've been doing it for even longer. Shut up. Shut up and perform this vasectomy on me.
Yeah.
Speaking of weird words, they brought up, or not they, but he on this podcast brought up the fact that in Congress they're referring to parents as, or mothers as, birthing person.
Okay.
Which is inclusive, I get it, because the mother could have transitioned.
Yeah.
So then they wouldn't be the mother, they'd be the birthing person.
Mm-hmm.
But you can't tell me it doesn't sound weird, people.
You should say, like in Rick and Morty, birth person. Like bird person, but birth person. No, I think that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Because, you don't have to be the person that squirted a fucking crotch goblin out of your vagina to be a mother.
Mm-hmm.
I think that the mothering is really raising the child. Birthing is different. So I guess that's it's more accurate nomenclature, which I like. So
it is.
It sounds so weird though. But I mean,
But it's correct again.
Yeah, it's like iPhones when they first came out. Everyone was like, "What? This? Really?"
The iPhone.
It's a Palm Pilot. You fucking idiot.
Were they gonna make iPods, iPads? Come on.
Yeah.
Oh, the Mac is now the iMac. Come on, it's not gonna. Yeah. It's never gonna take off.
It's not gonna catch on. It's ridiculous.
Just gonna add I to things? No.
No, some of it will be Apple.
Yeah.
Apple Watch.
Yeah, why? Just call it the iWatch.
Because I watch you sleep. I watch you masturbate.
But we know they are.
I don't want to get my COVID vaccine because the government will track me. You post on your Instagram, which tracks your location.
Not anymore. Not with the new iOS update. Dude, I've been just going through all that shit, just turning it off, just a big fuck you.
Speaking of that, there's a awesome thank you, Apple. That's really great for people's privacy. I'm excited they're doing that. One thing to keep in mind, though, the functionality does not turn off tracking. Apple is doing its best to turn off tracking, but what it is doing is asking the app publishers not to track you. The reason they can't say that they're turning off tracking is because if these fucking shit ass companies like Facebook and Google, sorry Google, but you're a shit ass company, find a way to keep tracking you, that opens Apple up to lawsuits if they phrase it as turning off tracking. So they have to say ask app developer not to track your location or track your data across applications
Mm-hmm.
because these companies' business model is literally to steal your information and sell it to third parties. And let me tell you, my dick doesn't need any enhancing. I don't know why I'm getting these emails. They're all in Cyrillic. I'm not Russian. No, I swear to God. Look, this. I'm gonna showcase showdown here. Let me.
You know, funny thing, I've never gotten one of those.
Oh, It's fucking endemic in
Maybe
my
you're
inbox.
searching too many big dicks or something.
I do. I do look at great big floppy wieners. Here we go. Where's spam? Okay. This is all in Cyrillic. I don't know why. Look at all of these. They're all Russians. They're all Russians. Russian.
Stop clicking them
Russian.
open.
I mean, that's not Russian, but
Cauliflower
Russian.
curry.
Russian. Russian.
You're playing Russian
Russian.
roulette, clicking these.
Russian. Russian.
Stop.
Russian. 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 This, I like these.
Now in your computer.
Stop sending me your photos.
What's the wingdings?
Russian. 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 Oh, here we go. Fling hookups. Hey, Courtney with a K likes me. More Russian. 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 Ooh, I need you badly. I'm not Jacob. Stop sending me your nudes. Yeah, it's all.
Well,
I did get my Uber account did get hacked by somebody in I always want to say the Ukraine. In Ukraine 2 or 3 years ago, and they took a Uber ride from Kiev to Warsaw, and it was $800. And it turns out Uber doesn't have support. There's nobody you can call at Uber or email to get anything resolved. That just doesn't exist.
It was 100 or 800?
$800 Uber charge.
How fucking far is Ukraine from Poland?
Let's Google Maps it. Right after I finish talking shit about Google.
I'm binging.
Kyiv to Warsaw.
Not flights. Just give me directions, stupid.
785 kilometers. It's a 10-hour drive.
Oh, wait. Here I have 488 miles is probably the equivalent of freedom units.
700, yeah.
Yeah, 9 hours, 7 minutes. It is currently 59 degrees Fahrenheit and a little bit rainy. There's a couple of warning sections here. It doesn't explain what. It could be traffic. It could be an overturned truck. It could be a cow in the road.
Regardless. It's a long Uber ride. How dare you?
How does that even work? Does the fucking Uber driver stop and fall asleep with you?
No, what happens is they hack your Uber account. They hire themselves to drive themselves from Kiev to Warsaw, and then your money gets taken out of your bank account and put into theirs.
Okay. Is this a dual? Can you do it on a dual phone or is it single phone? Let's go to Europe and steal people's money.
Yeah.
By Ubering ourselves around. From a weird country called Lithuania. Vakaitis.
What about Lithuania?
It's a weird country called Lithuania.
Oh, did you know Poland has the low rent version of Dublin called Lublin?
I think I just saw that.
Ah,
Yeah,
yes,
I see it right there.
Lublin.
It's along the path.
Yeah. Yes, we're going to go to Lublin to have a nice pint of Linus and a glass of Jameson. uh, what's that one? There's that one game where it like gives you a Google Maps Street View, and you have to guess where it is.
Yeah, I've seen those. And
It's
there are
fun.
people who
Fun as
do
hell.
speed runs of it. And I'm guessing they're random, right?
Yeah, it just randomly drops you fucking
Because
somewhere.
these dudes be figuring shit out like, oh, it's in the middle of buttfuck nowhere. Here's a field and there's a tree, and they're like, oh, I know where this is. This is in Kansas. And then the
Yeah.
next one, and they're right. And then the next one is like, again, like, this is in Loveland. Like, how the fuck do you know? Nothing says Loveland. Like, you gotta look around, and there'll be the obvious hint. It'll be just, oh, there's this little shack here. I don't get it.
You gotta pay money to play this stupid game.
Do you? Fuck that.
Worldwide.
Oh,
There we
I
go.
know
I
that's
found
I
a
know
free
the
one.
second one. The second one was Chicago.
Oh, this is Monterey. I was
Oh,
literally on this, or at least somewhere that looks like that block in Monterey, California.
I would have just said California because I've never been
I
there.
think it is the corner of Munris and something.
Fuck you, Garrison.
I'm gonna say probably on Polk. Oh, that was close.
You're wrong.
I was close though.
I don't know that flag.
Well,
Thai in Thailand. This is it's not Bangkok, but it's something else. I can't think of anything else in Thailand. Let's just say Bangkok. Along, yeah, there you go. Along the Ratchaburi. Somewhere over water. Some waterway.
right there. Right country?
Not bad.
359 miles. That's not great.
The
Gee, I wonder where this could possibly be.
The Coliseo.
Oh, where are we?
Municipio dos.
Where is the Colosseum?
Spaghetti. I have no idea. Just look for a big round fucking gray thing. It'll probably still have its shape. Is it in the center of Rome?
No.
Come on, Romans. What are you doing? It should have been in the center. Everybody gathers.
I think it's right here.
There you go.
Oh,
Wait,
Galazio. There it
there's
is.
two big circles?
2 miles? That's pretty good. Are you fucking kidding me? A train station and
Not England.
I think that's somewhere in France or Belgium.
Wait, what does that say up there? Damn it. There was a sign I couldn't see.
It says Le Palais.
Oh, there you go. It's somewhere French.
I'm guessing Belgium. We're going to say somewhere in Belgium. Let's say Liège, just because I like that city. No?
Not too far.
Oh, Paris is Charles de Gaulle. Oh, Gare de Lyon. This is the train station I got out of when I got to Paris, when I went to Paris. Gare de Lyon.
It's no, is it Venice? No.
New York.
The Vatican?
I think we're in. Are we in Rome again?
I feel like
Yeah,
I've
that's
assassinated someone here. Jumping off a roof.
It's the frick. It's got the giant glass thing.
Is that like the market? Or it probably was a market in the Renaissance times.
God, I can't remember what the thing's called. Oh no, it's Milan.
Ah.
Not even close. Yeah, there it is. It's
It had
yeah,
to be a plaza of something.
yeah, yeah.
Terminal. Multiplex.
Spencer Street.
A lot of people. I don't know.
It's not in the U.S. We're driving on the left.
Yeah.
It's in
Australia.
Australia.
There you go.
It doesn't rain in Australia.
Melbourne.
Mebane.
What else is there?
Perth. Perth.
Perth.
And then we've got.
Somewhere not dry.
Yeah, I'm thinking Mebane.
Nice humidity going. People are dressed like it's kind of cold. Supposedly the Pacific is colder than the Atlantic. Like for the train stations, yeah.
Yeah. Daddy Yankees.
There you go. Don't see anything indicating water or like any kind of body of water too close by.
Fuck it. Hey! Got the right city.
New York. I don't know. I'm guessing. All I know about New York is what I've seen in movies.
Kansas City. Not even close.
Tokyo.
This is Hong Kong.
Hong Kong. Wait, I thought they drove on the right side.
I think this is Hong Kong.
Toyota. They got a Shell station, looks like. I have no idea.
Somebody got kicked out of their apartment.
Uh-oh. And they stole their tires off their scooter, too.
Oh no, it's Japan.
Yeah, I wasn't too far off with Tokyo.
Yeah. I want to say.
Shibuya, no.
My favorite thing about Japan is the rest stops have vending machines that serve hot French fries.
Oh, a French fry.
I also like this thing right here. Divided highway for walking.
Yeah, fucker. That's why you don't get in people's way, like they do here.
What do you think? Let's say Niigata. Nah. Oh, you were fucking Tokyo, man. You're right.
Yeah, but where is it? Shinjuku?
Yeah.
I looked like it said Shinjuku. I didn't want to say that.
America, because of the license plates. Host no bills. This kind of feels like Denver.
Yale Town. Where the hell is Yale? Is that on the East Coast? Yes, on the East Coast, right?
Yeah.
Hamilton.
Yale Town. Fire Hall, Yale Town.
Smith with an E or Smythe?
Smythe. I need a good look at a license plate.
While you do this, let's.
Oh, I'm sorry to be.
Because no, I like this. You can have that in the background. Let's see. There are indications that we have already sent living organisms to Mars.
Yeah.
They're saying that even though that they're cleaning the rovers and all the equipment before they ship it off, the fact that they have such clean labs means that there are bacteria that are super strong that are growing because of that. So
We may have accidentally murdered all life on Mars.
exactly.
There's many.
We're we're sending cops to Mars and they're just murdering everyone. Speaking of bacteria,
Listen, they're not. We're not sending our best.
had a little bit of a booger come out there.
I don't know.
Live, baby. You all got that live booger launch. So these little organisms be growing on the equipment, and it's just that they're tough, man. If they're surviving in clean labs, and they're probably surviving all the way there. And NASA actually has plans to start sending people, or it's probably not going to happen this soon, but 2030s, they're aiming for that decade to start sending humans, and hopefully those organisms won't be super evolved and it'll become a battle, kind of like in that movie Life.
Is that the Ryan Gosling, Jake, or Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal vessel?
Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Imagine though a Ryan Gosling, Ryan Reynolds, Jake Gyllenhaal movie.
That would be awesome.
Was Idris Elba in that one too?
He sure was.
Oh my god!
That's an all-star cast.
Just good looking guys. Imagine if, again, like I said, Ryan Gosling was also in that. Just jizz all over that space station.
Oh. Vancouver.
And MGM, come on, with the Idris Elba thing.
What happened with Idris Elba?
Make him fucking James Bond.
Oh yeah, like come on.
And he had the best response to it some years ago. He was like, you knew what he was hinting at, him saying, there's no way I could be James Bond. I'm just not handsome enough.
Yeah.
Come on. That's a good joke.
Just not.
Just with that charm right there of him not saying.
He's so fucking charismatic.
Of him saying, I'm not white. I can't be James Bond, but instead of that, he goes, I'm just not handsome enough.
Oh damn.
Within 1 mile, nice. Coobs?
No, I dropped it on the right intersection too.
What the hell was it?
It's Vancouver.
Okay.
I saw a sign for Whistler.
Well, this is the same Yale Town one?
Yeah.
Shit. Wait, why the fuck do they have a Yale Town? Fucking Canadian copycats?
Right. What the hell is this?
talked a little bit about Apple with the i shit.
Yeah.
They had recently hired someone for I don't have. Oh wait, where is it? Antonio Garcia Martinez is
Ooh.
a recent hire at Apple, and he was gonna do the platform's product engineering team.
Okay.
He was gonna be working there, and just as soon as he got hired, he pretty much, hey, you're out of here, you're fired, because he wrote a book called Chaos Monkeys,
Hmm.
and there's this big petition internally to get rid of him, and they had investigated him and all this. Then they read about the statements he made in the book,
Hmm.
and so of course Apple goes, yeah, he's the words that he used in that book are not inclusive, and we have an inclusive culture.
You're at Apple. Yeah.
So you're the guy's fired. And I both agree and disagree with what he said.
My problem is that he published the book way, way before they hired him. The only reason they fired him is because people found out.
Yeah,
It's like, don't be out here acting like you're the fucking holiest of holies.
yeah.
Like you're just as bad as everyone else. Apple, don't
The
be.
man could be different now than who he was when he wrote that book, and I feel like they didn't even give him a chance to explain himself. But he said that women in the Bay Area are soft and weak,
Okay.
cosseted. I don't know what that word is, and naive despite their claims of worldliness and generally full of shit.
That sounds like everybody in the Bay Area.
Yeah, I believe him
Zing. Got him.
because there's just when I think of the Bay Area, I think of people like that who, oh, I'm so just because I eat here and there and I experience these different cultures, I'm so worldly. Like, no, that's not how it works. But they think like that, and I agree that yeah, they are naive despite their claims of worldliness. Soft and weak. I don't think Bay Area and tough people because it's now all techies and nerds and dorks. But
I
I'm
think the
pretty sure
problem there
that's
is
not
calling
just
out.
what he meant by soft and weak.
Yeah. Yeah.
That was to me. He didn't mean it that way, but I'm sure he just meant it because they're women. They're soft and weak.
Yeah. That
Um,
was just a very dog whistly for me. And like, women, am I right? Fucking can't do shit.
and generally full of shit. Yeah, I'd say the West Coast very much virtue signaling.
Oh, all these liberal bastions are. Don't. Let's not. You know.
Let's not just hit a coast and shit on the coast.
Yeah. Let's not. Break our arms jerking ourselves off calling this out because it's everybody.
Yeah,
It's
we're all
even
full of
me.
shit. Yeah, I'm full of
Yeah.
shit too. That's why I shit so often. 3 to 4 times. 3 to 4 times a day, folks. If you're not shitting 3 to 4 times a day,
What?
my doctor was like, "That's great. That's fantastic. It's healthy."
Once. I poop once a day.
Once, it's
Yeah.
not enough.
That's all the poop I have in me.
3 to 4 times a day.
I eat like so much fiber and everything too.
I
I
do
eat
too.
healthy as
I have
shit.
a fiber thing that I drink every night.
Weird. Am I not
Nice,
pooping enough?
nice poops.
How many times? How many?
In the
How many?
morning, I get 3 poops. Once when I wake up, about 40 minutes after I get to work, and then before I start my route.
Okay, hold on. Pooping, pooping frequency. 3 times a day to 3 times a week is considered normal.
3 times a week? It's not right, man. Back when I was in love, and I'm still in love with, but I don't take them. Opiates.
Mm-hmm.
I just love taking those pills. They gave me
Poop
way
once
too
a
many.
month.
I hated that part. Like, I love these pills. I want them all the time. You can't tell me not to take them, and then you're not pooping. And I love pooping, and I hated that aspect of it.
It's good for the pooping.
It's my favorite. And then I couldn't poop, but these pills were so good.
See, when I got, speaking of car wrecks, I got in a really bad car wreck in 2013, and they gave me opiates for the pain because I got smashed. Like all my bones got bruised. I didn't break anything, but all my bones got bruised. Did not help. The only thing those pills did was make me not poop. It didn't, the pain didn't go away at all. They just made me nauseous and not be able to poop for a month.
I'm gonna send you this link.
Is it a link of poop?
No, but the creature looks like it.
Oh yeah, I seen that. For the folks
So
at
these
home.
are very deep fish. These are very deep sea fish. It's an angler. It's a type of anglerfish. Why there's more than one type of anglerfish? It's so ugly. It's fucking me up. Why does there need to be more than one? But this thing, they call it the football fish as well. I do know
They are
there
horrifying
are over
monsters.
200 species of anglerfish. Gross. They regularly swim as deep as 3,000 feet in the ocean. So this washed up. And they don't know how or why it ended up on the shore. Because they're so fucking deep sea. And that's why it's so ugly and it has to stay under the water very, very deeply. Because it doesn't want anyone to see its ugly face.
I do like how so this is a lady anglerfish.
Yeah, because only they have the
No, only dude anglerfishes are about the size of my thumb. Their only purpose in life is to latch onto a female. They melt their guts into the female, which is how they have fertilized the baby eggs. So all the dudes do is just melt into the lady fishes. Oh yeah, here we go. Males latch onto the female with their teeth and become sexual parasites, eventually coalescing with the female until nothing is left of their form but their testes for reproduction. So these are, you know,
so they become the thing.
yeah, they melt until they're just balls.
Yeah. Lady balls.
Yeah. Whenever people talk about aliens, I'm like, more than likely, they look like this.
Unfortunately, yes. They're not going to be very human-like.
Yeah.
Like even Grays is too pretty of an alien.
Yeah. I picture aliens are going to be like angels in the Bible, where it's like, ah, yes, they're made of 1,000 wings and a dimension of reality folded in on itself, and also their eyeballs.
They're fucking horrifying. Like
Hey,
the way they
Renee,
look at Bayonetta, I'm sure is very accurate.
be not afraid is what they have to say all the time because they're monsters.
I'm so fucking ugly. Do not be afraid, my child. But you're so gross. I know, but do not be afraid.
Be not afraid. I am the angel Gabriel. I don't know why I just did a Brando for that, but I picture all the angels talk like Brando.
Poor Virgin Mary got fucked by this fucking gross creature.
by Brando in the third act of Apocalypse Now.
Got fucked by the fucking melting man from RoboCop.
Why are you like this?
Uh,
Why?
if you don't know who I'm talking about, watch the original RoboCop.
Yes. Also, just watch RoboCop. It's a good
It's
movie.
great. It's great.
I can't wait until I have kids and then they turn 13 so we can watch RoboCop together.
Do not speak to police.
You don't need to talk to cops. No matter what they tell you, you don't actually have to talk to them.
Maybe if they're a RoboCop, they are programmed to follow the law.
Dead or alive, you're coming with me. Yeah, tell that to Ed 209, baby.
Oh yeah, I mean that's that's RoboCop 2. Literally the RoboCop 2, and they gave him a criminal's brain.
I did.
Which unfortunately is what a lot of cops right now have. They took the whole in order to understand a criminal, you have to think like a criminal. They took that literally.
All right. How do I understand a criminal? Just shoots all the other cops in the room.
You've passed, son.
I'm surrounded by cops.
I keep thinking back to the Ford Taurus because there was a link to, not to be confused with the Ford Taunus.
There's a Ford Taunus?
Which is just Taurus, but with an N. Taurus, Taunus? Taunus? Taunus?
Ford Taunus. Oh.
Yeah.
It was the German version of the Ford Taurus.
Ford Rheinland was the full-size predecessor. That is a big fucking German car. Ew, succeeded by the Ford Sierra and the Ford Grenada. Gross. Just as gross as this fucking football fish, which I have caught before in Animal Crossing.
Nice.
You don't go deep sea fishing though, so it's kind of weird that you catch them. So maybe that's what happened here. Somebody did a literal Animal Crossing.
Speaking that sounds realistic.
There's a Animal Crossing glitch because we do have to talk about games. There's an Animal Crossing glitch right now that I can't do because I don't have the right items. But if you place a flat object, they're saying here like the incomplete puzzle, which I don't have, and I should look up the recipe. I could probably make one. And then you put it at the edge of a little cliffy type deal, and you put your ladder there, and you put whatever you want to climb into. So you leave that shit there, and you can climb over that edge onto that puzzle, and then you kind of just, if you have a pool, they have decks, and it allows your character to go into the pool. Because for whatever reason, you can't do that. So you can have a pool, but you can't have your character sit in it. But with this glitch, you can. And it looks fine. It doesn't look weird. And people have found that they can get into any kind of item with this glitch. So they're in soda machines, popcorn machines, a locker. The best one is the telephone booth. Because that one looks very accurate.
Is it bigger on the inside?
It's actually just a tiny telephone booth. So somehow the character fits in it perfectly.
Nice. That's adorable.
So I wanted to do one of these because I have a Stonehenge.
I'm sorry, you have the Stonehenge?
I have the Stonehenge.
Okay. Fine, I guess.
Continue. Physically, you can't walk into the center of it. And I was hoping I had something flat enough to do the glitch, but I don't. And I just wanted to stand in Stonehenge and save a picture of it. And they're probably going to fix the glitch before I have the ability to do it. I did try it last night. And if you have an Nintendo Switch, get Animal Crossing. It's fun.
It's good. It's
Time
fun,
consuming.
fun for the whole family.
Yeah, my daughter plays it. She has it on her Switch too. But she does not use her time in it correctly. So she just gets all kinds of items. She can't sell them because she doesn't have a store. My
Mm.
island has a store, so she just has items all over her island.
Kids are fucking idiots.
And I'm telling her, do this, and you'll have a store, and you can sell all this stuff, and you have money. Oh, but I bought this. Like, no, you don't have money. You barely have money, and then you spend it all. Oh, but I sent you this, and I looked at what it was. I'm like, this is a really expensive. It's in-game money. It's a really expensive item. I don't like that she wasted the time to give me this item. It's nice on her part, but I want her to build up her island, and she won't listen to me. So then when she goes to my island, she's like, "How did you get this museum? Where'd you get all this stuff?" Like, I told you how to get the museum. Catch five, just five. It could be 3 bugs, 2 fish. It could be 5 fish, 5 bugs, whatever. Any combination, and give them to the leader of the island, and then he'll call the museum guy. And you catch more bugs, and he'll build a museum. She still doesn't have a museum. And then she goes into dreams in the game, and she's like, "Look at all these islands, and I'm gonna collect all this stuff." Like, babe, when you collect stuff in dreams, you don't bring them out of the dream. This isn't Freddy Krueger. You're wasting your time. Stop going into dreams. She's always in fucking dreams. So anytime I get a recipe to make items, because she does not listen, I buy the recipe and give it to her.
Mm.
Okay, now you can make a ladder. Now you can make a new net or a vaulting pole, whatever it is. Some people's islands are really fucking nice.
Speaking of city builders and things of that nature, if anyone is a fan of the Civilizations franchise or the Endless franchise, the company that makes Endless, the publisher escapes my name, had a game coming out called Humankind that was supposed to be launched this month, is delayed until August, which is really disappointing because I was very excited for it. Um, August 17th is when it's still. It's Sega is publishing it. But yeah, Amplitude is the name of the company. Amplitude. But if you haven't had a chance to check out Amplitude, I recommend it highly. Or Humankind, I mean. It's going to be on Steam.
I didn't really want to bring this one up, but I did see a headline of Trump. I don't want to bring either of these up, but Trump was talking shit about Michael Pennis and Turtle McConnell.
Mhm.
He talked shit about both of them. He called them weak and cowards or something like that. I don't really give a shit. It's like it's burning bridges. But then, speaking of bridges, O'Connell, Kentucky, and fuck, what borders it?
Kansas,
It's
Tennessee,
I think it's north of it. Is it Ohio?
Virginia, Ohio, Illinois.
I think it's Ohio Kentucky bridge. That is very important for people to travel across. It's a really busy bridge, and for whatever reason, because he's stupid, I guess he refuses to do anything that's being enacted by President Joe Budden. So with the whole putting
The
in it,
infrastructure package,
yeah,
just
putting a lot
deciding
of
not to
money.
do it.
Yeah, there's a lot of money available to him, and he will not take it. It does not matter that it's from Joe Budden's. If the shit collapses when there's a lot of
He's
people
gonna
voting,
blame Joe Buttons for it.
he's gonna blame him for it, and fuck McConnell if that happens. So fuck him now, not literally, but
Also, you know what? Fuck Joe Biden too.
yeah, fuck Joe Biden too. It's I
Different
didn't,
reasons, but fuck that guy.
yeah, I didn't want him, but I also didn't want
He
Trump.
was foisted upon us.
Hey, look here, guy. Right? Look here.
Listen,
Listen here.
we'd invent in Israel. That's my favorite Joe Biden quote. We'd invent in Israel.
And then MTG, Marjorie Taylor Greene, the crazy QAnon conspiracy congressperson.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, congresswoman. Because we know she does not acknowledge anything beyond male female. But just to be an asshole, let's call her congressperson. Let's call her birthing person. She chased after AOC.
Yeah, fucking screamed at her
Screaming at her.
like a goddamn child.
You don't care about the American people. Why do you support terrorists and Antifa? If she believes Antifa are terrorists, why wouldn't she just say terrorists? Just say terrorists, stupid.
Because she knows they're not terrorists.
You know, she knows that it is true, but
Again, she's a liar.
Let's play
Yeah,
stupid
she's a
second in
liar.
this position of power. She called her a chicken. She called AOC a chicken. AOC,
What is this? Back to the Future 2?
Yeah, don't call me a chicken. AOC pretty much ignored her, which kind of weak on your part, AOC. I want to see a fight.
No, just fucking walk up.
No,
Don't even
no.
dignify that
I
fucking
wanna
woman
see
with a response.
Fucking fight.
Dude, AOC lived in New York. She would kick the shit out of her.
I don't know. You don't know Marjorie Taylor Greene. I'll fuck you up. I'm from the fucking Bronx. Bitch.
Bitch. And then I said,
bitch, fuck that
and I
hoe.
said,
You don't know my life. I don't know. There, anyone who gets this high up on either side, I think, has their own shadiness and shittiness. Some more than others, and some better hidden than others. Everyone's got a little bit of.
I will say, not to be that guy, but I think Bernie Sanders is the only politician that doesn't have any skeletons in his closet, because whenever anyone calls him on anything he's done, he's like, yes, 100%. I agree. That was fucked up.
Yeah, if he fucked up, he'll say it.
Yeah. He's the only politician I've seen that, and doesn't do the deflecty kind of owning up that you see with the more established Pelosi's and Schumers and Bidens of the world.
Mm-hmm.
He just straight owns shit. If he's wrong, he comes out and says, I was wrong about this.
Mm-hmm. And then
that's why people like him so much, regardless of policy.
There's people who be like, well, he's only in support of this group or that group because it's the popular thing to do. And then there's like a ton of photo evidence that back in the day, 30, 40 years ago, he was already in with those
he got arrested for fucking protesting for civil rights.
But no, he's only doing it because it's popular right now, Garrison.
Yeah. Joe Biden, he's the real. He has a black friend.
Yeah, who I'm pretty sure doesn't care about him. He's there.
Hey, remember when the
he knew
Democratic
the right
Party?
person.
Remember when the Democratic Party wielded Kamala Harris as a fucking beacon of progressiveness by having a black woman for VP, and then once Biden got elected, she fucking disappeared.
Yep. But I want to see where's
Where's the money, Lebowski?
People kept saying, "Oh, we all know that as soon as Biden wins, a couple months into it, he's gonna get sick or whatever, and he's gonna die or step down."
Yeah.
They're only doing this so they can get Kamala to be the president.
It's like, no, they're doing it to get the minority vote, and then once they get that, they're fucking boning out.
Yeah.
They don't give a shit.
Because what did she do? She was the top cop.
She's literally the king of cops in California, one of the largest police states in the world.
Who they have given shit to her because she was the top cop, fucking people
And
over.
She didn't fuck some people over. She fucked over poor people and minorities, which is most people already. She fucked over most people.
Why wouldn't conservatives want that person to be in power?
Yeah, I'm surprised. I'm surprised fucking Republicans don't love Joe Biden, because he's a fucking Republican. He's a dino. He's a Democrat in name only.
Also because he's old
and white and rich.
He's a literal dino.
Oh, he's like the Sinclair Brontosaurus.
Sinclair Broadcasting.
I was talking about the gasoline company.
So not the same.
Does Sinclair even exist anymore?
Yeah.
Okay.
They have a very, very conservative slant to them.
No, I'm talking about the oil corporation.
Oh, the oil company? I don't know.
Yeah. Apparently, yeah.
Let's I think we can close the show. Final story.
Yeah.
Talked about that ugly fish.
You said you had a happy food story?
I don't know about happy, but it's funny.
Hit me with that funny food story.
So there is an Ohio woman who has been arrested and she's been charged with assault because she was in a fight that broke out at what store? Guess what store?
Guessing Walmart.
You would be correct. So I love the way this is written too. It's for MSN. The South Euclid police said in a Facebook post that their officers were dispatched to the chip aisle of a Walmart after they received calls that two women had gotten into a physical altercation. Before I got to that line, the line above it, and I'm looking out of that, just that little bit of lower peripheral, it sounded like physical attraction, or it looked like physical attraction to me. But this wasn't.
Stop! They's a kissing.
They's a kissing. We gotta separate them for assault. This wasn't the first incident between them. One of them had a restraining order against the other, dating back to when they lived in the same duplex. They didn't share the details of the restraining order. However, they did explain the details of the intense fight that broke out in the chip aisle over some.
Stop saying chip aisle. You're undercutting the fact that there was a fight
over this fucking dip. So this writing is amazing. When the two women made eye contact.
All right. Okay, fucking Spielberg. Cool it.
Right. The first woman threatened to beat the other and her 7-year-old daughter. Don't involve the fucking kids. This is between you two idiots. The assailant then lowered her mask and attempted to spit in the other woman's face, though she missed.
Mm. Mm-hmm.
Because this is Walmart, we gotta make sure the trashiness is already at the max. It's already at 100 right from the start. Still upset, the assailant jumped into the victim's shopping cart. And here's the best part. This is the food part. She jumped into the shopping cart and hit the woman in the face with a 10-pound log of prepackaged meat.
Just nice summer sausage right to
Just
the
a
head.
big fucking hunk of meat. Look here, bitch.
Come here.
I'm gonna give you my fucking meat.
I got some meat right here for you.
Hey!
Oh yeah, big old stick of ground beef.
It's all natural, baby.
Intense to grill.
It is unknown what initially led to the beef between the two women, said the police in the post.
I have so many questions, but we'll limit it to two. Is the meat discounted then, or do they impound it as evidence?
You cook it and you make amends.
Oh Lord.
Hey, lady, why don't you take this double-ended beef stick with me? I mean, what other place is this gonna happen other than the magical land of Walmart?
The magical land of Ohio.
It's the south of the north.
It truly is.
If it ain't from fucking Florida, it's in Ohio.
Yeah, it's kind of like Florida. The more north you get, the more south it gets.
I think they have a Miami University of Ohio. I think that's a thing.
Wow. So does just everybody wear pastel polo shirts, or just the professors?
It's all Miami Vice up there. They're in the 80s right now.
Just doing mountains of cocaine.
Fuck yeah, dude. Fucking 80s.
Ladies in the 80s.
Ladies in the 80s weren't beating each other with fucking big ass logs of meat. Or classy.
No, those the dudes.
Is that an AIDS joke?
It was. It really was. Well, it wasn't, but it turned into one after you pointed it out.
Oh, it's awful, awful disease. AIDS, not homosexuality.
Yeah. The male gaze.
Wait, this one?
Yeah, this one. What if dudes did duck lips?
I got some lips.
When I used to swim and I didn't have a mustache, I could plug my nose with my lip. Just an airtight seal. Now I got all them hairs up there.
Remember to like, share, follow, subscribe, wherever it is, wherever you're watching. Follow me on our show on Twitter. Well, Harrison on Gas Shoots on Instagram. And if you have a big 10-pound log of meat, beat the
Wield
shit
it
out of
like
someone.
Excalibur.
I have the power.